Hi, everyone. It's Front Row Phyllis. Let's go back to 1934, Duluth, Minnesota, a group of wayward travelers whose lives intersect in a guest house filled with music, life, and hope. Then let's throw in, I don't know, about 20 Bob Dylan songs as you have never heard before. And then let's throw in a Tony for Best Musical. And this is Girl from the North Country. And we are thrilled to have joining us some of the cast, David Benoit, who plays Mr. Burke, and Jill Van Velzer, who plays Mrs. Burke. Welcome, both of you.
Hi, Phyllis.
Thank you guys for joining us.
Our pleasure.
Let's jump in. The story is fascinating. The show is about resilience and survival. Tell our viewers more about the show.
Takes place over the course of 3 days over the Thanksgiving holiday at a boarding house run by the Lanes. And it's basically about how this group of wayward travelers and the Lane family adapt and face adversity during the Depression. And it's done through great humor, through community, through beautiful music. And there's a lot of hope, but ultimately it's about the human condition and how we face adversity as a group and individually and through humor and community, basically.
So you both play Mr. and Mrs. Burke. And, David, in what aspects of Mr. Burke's character do you find, most intriguing, challenging to really perform on stage?
He is a beautifully flawed character. He was once affluent. He now is not. He lost his home. He lost everything. He has a son who requires adult supervision. So there are challenges with being on the road, leading a nomadic lifestyle with his family and trying to keep everyone safe. And he's a flawed character. He ultimately has many shortcomings and tries his best to overcome them. And as an actor, that's a joy to play. Truly a joy. And oh my goodness. And with Jill and Aiden, who plays our son Elias, they're both so fantastic. It's a joy. And when I saw the show, those three characters resonated the most with me, the Bert Family, when I saw it on Broadway. It really touched me.
Jill, can you share with the viewer some insights into the role that you play in the story, the production?
I think David just summed it up so perfectly. This is a family. Yeah, I believe it's the only family in the. Correct me if I'm wrong, David. I think it's the only family in the story that isn't from the Midwest. Like we're supposed to have come from back east, and yeah, we've lost everything that formerly gave us our identity in a way, our home and our business, and we might be on the run from the law, and we're caring for our son under very difficult circumstances. So yeah, the idea of who do you blame for your misfortune? Do you blame each other? Do you turn on each other? Do you blame the world? Do you blame a higher power? All of these things to figure out about where your character's coming from, and ultimately where that informs where the music has to come from as well. Even though the song is not structured in a conventional way, the way many musicals are, these songs do not further the plot. They do not literally interpret the character's thoughts. They still give the audience information about our emotional state in general. It's like the songs are having a conversation with the script, if you want to think of it that way.
I cannot wait. Tonight is press night. Thank you guys again for taking the time. Girl from the North Country is playing for a limited run, guys, at the CIBC Theater now through February 25th. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see both of you tonight in costume.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care.
Good evening. Tonight's story begins and ends at a guest house in Duluth, Minnesota in November 1934.
Pistol shots rang out in the ballroom night. Into Patty Valentine from the upper hall. She sees the bartender in a pool of blood. Cries out, my God, they've killed them all.
Here comes the story of the hurricane. The man the authorities came to blame.
It's something that he never done. Put in a prison cell, but one time he could have been the champion of the world. Oh, listen to that Duquesne whistle blow.
Yes, we've